Fala galera, tudo bem com vocês? Recentemente rolou o Black Chat, que é um dos maiores podcasts sobre Valorant. Ele é composto por casters da língua inglesa. E no último episódio, eles conversaram sobre a Loud ser ou não o melhor time do cenário NA. E separamos esse trecho aqui pra gente conferir.
Loud are still the best team in Americas after changing out two of their players, SOCIAIS and Contato out, Coenzine and Tui's in. Are they better than what they were before? Or are they going to be better? Because they look damn good. They looked like a championship team. They looked like they were getting better as the tournament was progressing.
I want to hear from somebody else before I open on this.
Okay. I think that right now, I do not feel like they are better, but I think this team will be better soon than what the previous roster was able to achieve in heights. First off, things that really impressed me in this tournament, like Sadak being able to come in as an IGL, work with a new coach, completely change the style, and still look fantastic in integrating these two new players. They didn't have that huge amount of time to get these guys in, and it looked fairly well drilled. After the initial start of the tournament, where like the core was looking a little bit troll in their first couple matches, and they were looking a little bit rough, they really got things under control for their last three series in this event, and the coordination was pretty cool. I think their read on the meta is fantastic. I love the Sky double controller compositions. I think that's a direction that more teams are going to move in. And I think their game plans around it were great. Their pro was awesome. Their icebox was very good. Consistently, when they were playing those comps, they were performing well. I also think that considering the fact that you are making up for Penkata and Saucy, and the performances that Tui's and Coenzine were able to put up, very, very, very insane. I think Coenzine, he's played one LAN before, but he was like the best, like kind of standout player that I think people didn't expect to be insane. Like everyone expected Leo to be insane. I don't think most people expected Coenzine to be as good as he is. So this team, very impressive. I think it's fair to say that they should be expected to be the best in Americas. But back to the question of whether they're as good as the old team. The old team was really fucking good. They had insane player quality. They had some good ideas. They had good structure, obviously, and were able to come back and win a title at the end of the day. This team, I still think, had some moments of trolling. And they had the player quality to come back and win out in those moments. They were very good in this scrap, but I still think there are some, like, kind of moments of coordination and moments, particularly towards the early part of this tournament, where it still kind of felt like there was a voice that was missing, where like people were kind of going off on their own, doing things that were a little bit too silly. I think there are still some of those issues, but I think Loud impressed enough here and showed enough player quality that they will be able to be as good as Loud was before.
I'm not even sure that I agree with Loud being the best team in Americas. I think that the Americas region, I kind of think this about EMEA as well, where I think Na'Vi have a great shot of actually lifting that trophy, but we'll get onto them in a bit. But I feel more strongly about Americas in that the game NRG Loud that we're watching here was so close. And actually, I was just trying to count it up there. I might be wrong with this, but I think NRG had more match points than Loud did. They had more opportunities to win the match. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think they had like 3 compared to 2 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But the match was decided by very, very slim margins. And that's also with probably Loud having a better read on the meta in terms of the Viper Harbor Sky stuff. But I think that just because Loud made it to the finals and had a chance of being able to win doesn't really rule NRG out from having a very strong chance of being the best team in Americas too. Yeah, I don't think they're at the same level as the Sassy Pancada duo yet, but I think that they could get there with time. You've got to remember that these teams haven't had a huge amount of time to practice together. The Loud team only really came into its best elements between that period of time after Copenhagen up to the run at Champs, where they were building on so much pre-existing teamwork. And I think that this team has that ability. I mean, I think Tui's has more than he's shown so far, probably. So, yeah, I think they can get there.
Mas e aí, qual a sua opinião? Acha que Loud e NRG estão próximos um do outro? Ou há claramente um time melhor que o outro? Deixa a sua opinião aí nos comentários, deixa também aquele like e se inscreve no canal para não perder nada. Aquele abraço, até o próximo vídeo.